Day 22 of the Diddy trial is already wild, with an unnamed rapper and his wife that Diddy is demanding be named in court and possibly testify. Now, this morning was wild and all of this was revealed, but now we have the afternoon transcript. Court has finally wrapped up, and as you know, cameras are not allowed in the courtroom, so I'm going to give you all the details coming straight out of court. This video contains commentary and analysis intended for educational and documentary purposes only. All allegations are discussed as part of an ongoing legal proceedings, and all subjects are presumed innocent until proven guilty. We are back. I did the morning transcript, and now court has wrapped up for the day. So we're going to get into this afternoon one. And this is once again coming from Matthew Russell Lee over at Inner City Press. Now, like I said, there was this bombshell, and I did the transcript and a recap with people suspecting who this could be. The biggest name that people are saying that it is, because the timeline and receipts match up, they add up, is Kanye West and Bianca Sensorsi. Now, other people are saying it could be French Montana, it could be DJ Khaled, it could also be Jay-Z and Beyonce. We don't know, and I don't know if we're ever going to find out, but could they be called in to testify during this trial? The judge shot it down earlier for their names to be named, but that still doesn't mean that they can't be subpoenaed and brought into this case. But of course, you guys know, make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell, because as soon as those receipts drop, I will be bringing that to you. But let's jump back in. We left off when they took their lunch break. Now they are back. Before arguments and before the jury comes back in, headphones are being set up in the jury box. Defense wants to play them something sealed at the end of their cross-examination of it's supposed to say Jane. So there'll be typos, guys, as I told you in my last transcript reading, that this isn't a full transcript. These are just notes that he can get out, so that we can have an idea of what's been said and going on in the courtroom as it's coming out. Now, there is a private company that is doing the transcripts, and they're not available yet, or they're coming out. They're about $8 a page, and we're talking about hundreds, if not thousands, of pages that would need to be that you would have to buy. So I'm thinking about purchasing these, because I'm finding out that there's a lot of information we're missing, and I want all the details. I know you guys do as well, but if I do it, I will be doing the transcripts, the full transcripts of every day of court. I will be doing that on my Patreon. If you're interested in getting that, make sure you check out the link below in the description box. That's where I have the link to my Patreon. We're also doing deep dives into conspiracy theories and some more things that we want to talk about, not just related to Diddy, but all of the different things that are out there as far as conspiracies. I even did a video earlier today about the Kardashians and their link to Diddy, but there's more that I cannot talk about on YouTube because it's heavily censored. My channel, it's being heavily censored. So I will be dropping a deeper dive over there, and I'll probably do them live, some of these, so that we can interact, talk about it, and just get all the tea out there and discuss all of these things that the mainstream refuses to take a look at. All right, jumping back in. All right, so they want those in. Combs is sitting and surrounded by half a dozen of his lawyers. I understand the government says we can break earlier tomorrow, so we don't have to deal with the evidentiary issues now. Let's just finish Jane's testimony. Bring the witness and jury back. All rise. So this is continuing the cross-examination of Jane Doe, who is allegedly, we don't know, I'm not doxing, is 50 Cent's baby mother. Okay. There's a lot of receipts that it could possibly be her, but I'm not naming her. Okay. I'm not doxing a witness. I'm just saying that is a speculation, and this is what a lot of people are saying and a lot of people think. Anyway, so this is the defense. While you fought, Mr. Combs was yelling, "You're trying to get me to never see my kids again, right?" Yes. You said he was dragging you by your hair, right? Yes. I was telling him to stop. You got his phone? Yes. And you called the woman in Miami? Yes. You asked her, did you go to the Grand Canyon with him? I'm asking you, woman to woman. Yes. And she said, You're worrying about the wrong things. Woman to woman? Yes. I told her he's beaten my ass. Then Sean hung up the phone and she called back multiple times. His phone lit up. Did she call you a biatch? Yes. Did you talk about her previous relationships? Maybe. Then, after you called Jonathan, you were in the shower naked, but Mr. Combs was in pants, shorts, and you called him a son of a biatch. Just a biatch. Okay, just a biatch. Then he slapped you. Yes, hard. Then he tells you to put on an outfit. Yes. And he grabs your phone. He went into the messages and said hi to Anton in the text thread. It's about the night in January you sent to Las Vegas. I think it's meant you were in Las Vegas. I'm not sure. Yes. How far is it from your home in the gated community to the gate? A minute or two. So like half a mile. Yes. I drove it and let Anton in. Champagne and tequila, but still no drugs, right? Right. Oh, I said right. He didn't say right. Sorry. You and Sean go into the bedroom. You told him you went to Vegas. Yes. You told him you flashed your breast. Not then. You told him you'd referred Cabral to the other rapper. Cabral is a another male escort that they've had in freak offs. And like I said, this rapper was at she went to Las Vegas with this rapper and his wife, and they went to a strip club, did all this partying, and then at a hotel, the Encore Hotel in Las Vegas, there were about 7 or 8 people in this room, including this mystery rapper and his wife and Jane Doe. And Diddy was not involved. In fact, she and Diddy had broken up and they weren't speaking at that time. But then another male escort that Jane Doe and Diddy had used in freak offs named Anton, when they were in that room with the 7 or 8 people and the rapper and his wife, Anton was having sex with another woman there and everyone was watching. And this rapper, told her that he always had a crush on her, that he liked her. And then they were asking her about freak off people, male escorts, and people who were in the lifestyle. And during this time, unsolicited, she was partying and she decided to flash her breasts for everyone in that room. So that's what that is referring to. And again, like I said, Cabral is another male worker from these nights, but not that night in particular. So said you told him you'd referred Cabral to the other rapper. Not yet. Did Mr. Combs tell at your, I don't know what this is saying. Did Mr. Combs, I guess, tell you, how could you go to another man's freak off? Yes, he yelled that. So this is interesting, guys. This is giving a clue that other people in the industry, other rappers are having freak offs. And Diddy was upset knowing that there are other freak offs going on and that she participated in it. So who are all these rappers having freak offs? These celebrities. I mean, guys, we know they all kind of do this stuff. I don't know to what degree they do it, but we know they're doing this and even darker things go on. And especially with her previously earlier this morning, she had texted a friend that once her and Diddy were done, she was going to go with a Saudi prince. If you know anything about Saudi princes and what they do and the women that they hire and keep on payroll in order to essentially they're escort sex workers. And if you hear about Dubai and the grotesque, disgusting things that women allow to happen to them over there, it makes the freak offs that Diddy was having look like a kid's birthday party. Like it's really, really bad. I probably am going to do a deep dive on that over on my Patreon. Okay. So he's mad she went to another man's freak off. Yes, he yelled that. Then you say Sean told you go out and F him. And you said no. I said no. Then he pushed a pill in my face. But you didn't have sex with Anton. Not that kind of sex. You gave Anton oral sex? Yes. Then Sean dismissed you. You told Anton you'd send him money later. I did. This was your first time you didn't have an intimate moment with your partner after the entertainer left? Yes. And he said again, I can't believe you went to another man's freak off. Yes. Talking about the rapper? Yes. Child. He just kept saying, how could you have gone to another rapper's freak off? Yes. After that, you called and texted each other? Yes. You went to see him and broke up? We had an 8 or 9 hours of break up conversation. What? 8 or 9 hours of breakup conversation. Okay. You saw him traveling with another woman in Wyoming and it upset you. I was at home with a black eye. You hadn't had forced intercourse with Anton. It was forced oral sex. Play a video, not for the public to hear. So they have on headphones and they're hearing nothing in the courtroom. The jurors have the headphones. I will read his response. Mr. Combs says, I'm not going to belittle myself for someone named Bear or for my friend. That means the rapper, right? Yes. Mr. Combs wrote, sorry, I didn't take you on trips. I was tripping. The baby daddy, you and KK would have talked yourself into paranoia. You didn't get along with KK? I didn't. Okay, this is interesting. So the baby daddy, if it's alleged, rumors are saying that it is 50 Cent's baby mother. Are they talking about 50 Cent? Oh, I know 50 Cent is acting up right now on social media. We're going to do a whole video on 50 again and the things he's saying. And KK is Christina Coram, his longtime chief of staff. So she's saying, I didn't. Put on the headphones and press play. They hear nothing in the court. Court staffer hands Jane headphones and they restart. Combs is leaning over, listening to the same headphones as Agnifilo. Paul's there. You bring up OnlyFans there. You'd been on it for 4 or 5 months, earning well, right? Yes. You asked him why he couldn't balance it, hotel nights and private travel. Right. You wrote, did the other girls just pressure you more for trips and I didn't? I just want to know where I went wrong. Mr. Combs said, that is my friend. I was okay where we should stop. Okay, what is it? He's saying, Mr. Combs said, that is my friend. And I think the lawyer is saying, I was okay where we should stop. He's talking about the recording. Now press play and stop. No sound again in the public gallery. You said, we broke up and I went to one birthday party, not with the rapper, but with my friend. You wrote, I don't have anything postable. You meant Instagram? I did. You wrote about your child's father. Ooh. You said, I'm in my late 30s. I don't have time. Play more video. That last part, that's about your child's father? Yes. You wrote, I just wanted to travel with you. Yes. You send the clown emoji and said, I effed more, I could have gone on trips. Oh, sorry. If effed more, I could have gone on trips. Okay, this is what she's saying. Then you went to Miami and stayed in the Four Seasons. You chose that hotel, right? Yes. You took drugs and laughed and danced. Yes. You were finally getting the princess treatment you wanted. Yes. Then you told Mr. Combs that you really missed Paul. So Paul is another male escort from the freak-offs. I had taken ecstasy, but I did miss Paul. You called Paul and he came in a few days. You were at Two Star. That's Two Star Island. That's Diddy's mansion in Miami. Yes. And it felt good? A love fest? Yes. On June 1st of this year, you had a new memory of Mr. Combs splashing water on you, right? If I may explain, did you tell the government that on June 1st? Yes. June 1st of this year or last year? I think it's 2024 because Diddy was arrested though before. So I don't know. He hadn't been arrested then. I don't think. I don't know. This is weird. Why did you call yourself Kobe, Jordan, and Shaq? Why are you Kobe? Because I'm the best. And why is he Jordan? Because he's the best. And this about Pamela Anderson, melons. And then there's laughter. What did you say? I wrote, "You're definitely my Michael Jordan, and I am Kobe. Detox weekend." You say, "Good morning, handsome." And he says, "Can you please find a therapist?" Yes, we loved each other, but there was toxic stuff. But it ended on a positive note? Yes, it did. No further questions. Redirect? Sidebar? Yes. Jurors, you may have a comfort break and avoid the white noise. Jurors leave. The cross argued that this witness had a motive to lie. It opens the door to that one sentence I've been asking for as a prior consistent statement. How does this go to an event months later? It's on their point that Jane is shading her testimony to correspond with the government's theory that she was coerced. Jane testified on the stand for days after getting immunity. She didn't try to get a payday, but they might think she is trying to shade her testimony to please the prosecutors. It's hearsay. Theirs is a fringe theory. Miss Comey, how long do you anticipate your redirect? Half an hour. Let's take a break first. Your Honor, may I? But the judge is gone. The judge is not in the mood for these people. They're back. Defense. In what way did Jane's lawsuit constitute the type of influence as in the Tome case or Tomey case? Look at your boy, Matthew. He got everything right there. I want to go over all the stuff in the public docket at some point. But if I do it, it will be on my Patreon. We'll deep dive because there's a lot of tea and information that is in there that has not been released to the public. This is what Matthew is fighting for things to be put in the public docket. So he's gotten some things through, but more to come out. And I think it's going to be very, very explosive. Okay. She could still file a lawsuit. The application to admit the exhibit we have been discussing is denied. The government has not brought forward any authority on this. So he went against the prosecutors. Jane re-enters, then jurors file in. So this is redirect by the prosecution. G-101, page 6 and 7. Pull them up. Can we zoom in? What did Sean write to Paul? He wrote, "I'm going to need you to persuade her." Had you seen this before? No. What did you write to Paul about Turks? That's Turks and Caicos. "I'm not a robot, just a mix of tired, hungry, and sore." Next. "To insult me about the bracelet, to make me perform. It crushed me." What else did you write? "In that room, I felt like a hoe." Then what? The love contract. "He's so good to shower me with affection, with violating sex exploitation in between. I could compartmentalize the bad stuff." In May of 2021, did you ask for a condom? Yes. Sean resisted, but then gave in. But then next time, he mocked me. Did Sean let you use a condom? Yes. Did you ever want to have sex with Cabral? No. Did you fake orgasms with entertainers? Yes. I was putting on a show for Sean. When did Sean threaten to release video of you? December 2023. I called KK. Sean's drug use. How did you send cues you were tired? Making little faces, kind of sighs. How did Sean respond? Push through. One more round. How did you try to avoid setting up hotel night? I try to navigate the night to something else. How many times did you have hotel nights in 200 Mapleton? Once. Two-star Island in Miami, Diddy's home. 3 times. 1 star, 1 or 2. So Diddy has 2 homes on Star Island at 1 star and 2 star? I didn't realize that. I felt it was unfair, all of the pressure. What do you mean? Those nights with other men. So she starts crying. I was asking, why do I have to break my boundaries and still you treat me like this? What's this text? The All-Star Fantasy play. What did you send Sean? A photo of my bloody tampon. What did you write? I got childcare and said, you pick. Then everything went left. I said, I just got my period. I handled first week first school week. In 2023, did you become more vocal about wanting to stop hotel night? Yes. He started paying my rent. I had to maintain my livelihood. My partner was in charge now. By the sobriety party, how many times did he threaten your rent? Many times. That time after you threw up, what did Sean do? He told me to go back out there and have sex with another man. Was Sean affectionate with you when Anton was in your home? No, Sean was evil. When did Sean say, when did Sean say what did Sean say when he gave you the ecstasy pill? He said, "You're not going to ruin my night. Go suck some dick. Go F him. Something." Child. How long before that had he put you in a chokehold? Objection sustained. Did he choke you with his hands or his arm? Arm. And in the shower, how hard did he hit you? So hard. Then what did he say? He said, "Get in a effing outfit." When you hid for 2 hours, could Sean have left safely? Yes. Did you want to have sex with Anton that night? No. Who made you? Sean. Would you give all the money back for no sex with other men? Yes. Why are you here? I got a subpoena and I'm here. No further questions. Miss Garagos, recross. So now the defense is back. Did you drive to pick up Anton? Yes. Could you have left? Yes. No, the question above, just above, was Combs Garagos, mea culpa. Okay, so I think it meant to put, it says AUSA, but I think it meant Garagos. I think he's just trying to clarify. The only time that nothing sexual happened between you and Anton was January 2024, right? Right. Anton drove his car into your compound? Yes. You let him in? Yes, as requested. You lift heavy weights? Yes. But a woman's power does not override a man's. Did you hit Sean's head against the counter? Yes. You'd seen the Intercontinental video. So this is the video of Diddy beating Cassie at the Intercontinental that we've all seen, and it's been talked about 1,000 times in this trial. Yes. Did you refer Cabral, the male escort, to another rapper in January of 2024? That's the Vegas trip. Yes. You were asked if you would give up money to not have had sex with these men, but you wouldn't give up your home. My child and I live there. It's hard. You get $5,000 a month in child support? Yes. What is crazy is that she used to get $40,000 to $47,000 a month in child support, and then 50 went to court and got it reduced all the way down to this, which is wild. And if you think about it, she's just getting $10,000 a month in rent payment, and she was making a lot more. Like, regular people make more money than that. So she's not even getting a lot from Diddy, but she gave up working and all these other things in order just to be next to Diddy and get rent paid. It's wild. There's a lot of people that are just not seeing her as a victim. Yes, you can say it's victim blaming, but a lot of people say that she was already an escort in the lifestyle, hooked up with different rappers. That's how she got hooked up, allegedly, if it's true, with 50 Cent. If that is her. But people are just like, she's kind of like one of those women that does those things. And that Cassie's thing was completely different because she was in her 30s. She was already a mother, already in a certain lifestyle. But Cassie was just fresh faced, 19 years old. She was under contract with Diddy. He was physically abusive with her severely. And they were together for 3 years, Jane Doe and Diddy. And he never was physically violent until she put her hands on him first after 3 years. So I don't know. You guys leave a comment. What do you think about Jane Doe? It's pretty wild. Until I get the full transcript, I can't make a hard decision on what I think about Jane Doe, but it's out there, okay? And I can see where people are coming from both sides. Could it be victim blaming, shaming because she's not a perfect victim? Sure. Yes, because even women who are sex workers or in a certain type of industry, they can still be victimized. But at the same time, it's just hard to think of her in particular, people are saying, as the same thing. So, anyway, all right, so more. So she got the $5,000 in child support. Your child's father is a very rich man, right? Yes. Didn't Mr. Combs over 3 years wire you $150,000? Is that all 3 years of mine are worth? Okay. Well, clearly, if that's what you accepted, huh? You believe you are worth more than $150,000? Does he? What's the most you've made in a month on OnlyFans? $50,000, but it varies. You said you were hungry to indicate you didn't want sex, right? Yes. Didn't Mr. Combs give you food? Hey, give her food. I'm sorry, give you food. Like like a dog? Like it didn't even feed you? Did he give you food? He knew what I meant. Did he give you food? Yes. Did you tell Cabral that sex with him had been great? Yes, but you got Mr. Combs a mobile TV to show videos of you having sex with entertainers, so I wouldn't have to have sex with other men. Sometimes you just watch the videos, no sex with other men. All of it was shit. But did you? Jane, if you can, just answer the questions. Yes. What did you see preparing for this? My truth. Did you see records of times you did not have hotel nights? Lucky me. But there were such times. Thank God. She's getting snappy. Oh boy, I want to see everything that comes out. Because like I said, guys, I'm going to do the recap and that's going to give more information. How did you see what Sean wrote to Paul make you feel? I don't understand. How would it make you feel? Okay, so how did seeing what Sean wrote to Paul make you feel? How would it make you feel? Please answer my question. Now that I've seen Sean's message to Paul, probably I did have a hotel night. You're changing your testimony? No further questions. Redirect? So the prosecution's back. What violence had Sean done to you before he asked you to pick up Anton? Objection overruled. He slapped me. No further questions. Thank you, Jane. Jane leaves. Jurors, you may leave. Jurors leave. We need rulings to make Miss Sanker's summary charts. I have a letter from yesterday, and Matthew's complaining it's not in the docket. He has been fighting them to get it in the docket so we can all see it. The messages are within the scope of each employee or agent's authority. This is the chat between the defendant, KK, Fahim, and Robin, his accountant. We will redact the first message about purchase of a Maybach truck. In the back, if people want to leave, they must before we start. If you are here now, you should remain until we are done. Can we shorten this exhibit, cut out the flowers? Flowers refer to marijuana. First time we're hearing that. There is an item about paying Guido. He was a drug dealer. There are other 49-page chats in evidence. Who is going to testify about flowers? We have two witnesses. A-518, D-Rock, Fahim, and the defendant. Count 1 million cash by hand. Okay. It's not clear how relevant this case is to this case. The exhibit talks about cash in the safe. It's prejudicial. Derek Ferguson spoke of millions. This next exhibit, a ledger, it shows drug and romantic partners, not authenticated. This exhibit, the objection is sustained. If foundation is laid, I'll hear it. The next exhibit is about an alleged victim who is not testifying. They just want to portray the defendant as a bad person. Gina was a romantic partner. Although Gina will not be testifying, George Kaplan testified about violence against her. Gina was identified as victim number 3. So now we know the victim who went missing. We all speculated, we knew. But this is my first time actually seeing it in the transcript in court saying her name, Gina Hun. I'm not going to get into her again, but I've talked about it multiple times, but she is victim number 3 who was said to testify and last minute backed out, and we do not know why. She actually went ghost, like she ghosted everyone. Her attorney couldn't get a hold of her and said that she went off the grid. Who knows? I will look back at this. Hopefully this helps with the charts. If you have too, I apologize, but I was still talking. Ooh, prosecutor getting in trouble. May we have a bathroom break? Combs is led into a holding cell by marshals. If we can't resolve the chart, Miss Sanker can testify Monday. KK is in these charts. Okay, Monday. Until 8:30 for letter on juror? Okay. And now they are adjourned. So guys, make sure you, like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I am about to do a recap. I'm going to do all of my notes and studying and the reports, and I put it all together because, like I said, things are missing. We're not sure everything that's being said. So I want to give you guys clarification, and you don't want to miss out on it. So make sure when you hit the notification, it says all so you don't miss it. But until then, I will see you guys very soon.